Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Monster Rancher episodes 35 and 36. I've gotten up to episode 38 recorded, and if I fail up to it today, then sorry, I had to move that. Then I will do 2 more episodes. I'm not going to get my hopes up on that today because I'm tired. I gotta work today, and I just figured, I'll just get some videos uploaded, and I think that would be fine. Cause, let's see, how far did I get? I think episode... I've got 5 more episodes of The Devil is a Part-Timer left. I was kind of binging that a little bit. Partially because I want to finish Season 1 and go straight on to Season 2. Because there's 2 episodes for Season 2 English dub right now. But because, it's a good show. I like it. And, yeah, that way it'll free up... Freaking... I got a bump right here. Anyway, Monster Rancher episodes 35 and 36. I can't keep rambling. Anyway, episode 35 is the finale for the Big Bad 4 arc, and while I was watching the episode, I was like, who was the other two? Because I couldn't remember for the life of me who the other two were. Turns out, the other two were Grey Wolf, which was, Tiger's, brother, and the other one was the guy that looked like I don't even know how to describe him, the one where I think Mochi got the Mochi Cannon, I think. And I was like, oh yeah, those guys, because I looked that up after the episode, and I'm like, oh, never mind, we did get the other two. Because I wasn't aware that Grey Wolf was a member of the Big Bad 4, I just thought he was one of Moo's goons, And we had Pixie, so it was Pixie, whatever the guy's name was, Grey Wolf, and Naga. And it was probably mentioned at some point, but I don't watch this show near as often as some of the others, so I'm gonna forget things, that Naga and his men were the ones that invaded Holly's village and killed many monsters and possibly humans to get at that stone. So obviously there was another reason to kill this guy. And... they came up with a decent plan, and for the most part it worked, but I think they underestimated how strong Naga was in comparison, because they all got their butts kicked when they finally got to him, which I think it was Holly, Suezo, Mochi, and Genki, all 4 of them getting to Naga, and, yeah, they got their butts kicked. And I was thinking that while I was watching it, Holly had her dagger out, and I was like, all they have to do to kill this guy possibly is have somebody hit him hard enough to where he goes forward, and Holly holds out the dagger, and it gets him with it. So I was thinking maybe that was what it would do. At least that would be a fitting resolution, because then it would have been Holly who would have ultimately... gotten rid of this guy, and she would have gotten her revenge on him for what they did to the village. No, question. What's with the aura thingy that pops up in later episodes? I don't get it. Is that something that they've unlocked? Now that they've gotten stronger, or is that just something that they decided to throw in there to make it make sense that they would get... that they would win, because as far as I could tell, Naga was probably too strong for them at that point. Let me know. Anyway, he gets knocked over the edge and essentially is hanging on for dear life. And Holly, obviously being the nice person that she is, tries to help him. And I'm like, that could possibly get Naga as like an anti-hero if they wanted to redeem him like they did Pixie. And then they would have like a redeeming episode or two, or a redemption arc for Naga, where he proves himself against Mu, and stuff. I mean, that would have been good. That would have been good to add. Because obviously not all of Mu's men are truly bad monsters. They've just been influenced by Mu with his promises of God only knows what giving to them. And I was thinking maybe that could happen here. And the others even tried to help him out. Even Suezo, after seeing everybody else do it, was like, ah! But Naga claims that he's too far gone, and he lets go. And we don't know if he ended up becoming a Lost Disc or not, because we don't get to see that. But as far as we know, he is. Unless it's shown otherwise. So, for the moment, Naga is done, and thankfully his rest of his forces are smart and don't try to fight when they find this out. Episode 36. Shoot, what happened in episode 36? Oh yeah, Eve's Night. Okay, I was trying to remember which episode was next. And Mu had gotten into his body, and as far as we know, that shouldn't have been this early in the show, to be completely honest. They should have built it up to be where that was like, 5 episodes before the show ended. They find the Phoenix, and then they get the Phoenix in its original body, and those two do get out. That should have been the finale. No. This is an episode, at the end of episode, I think it was the end of episode 35 that he got in his original body, or was it the beginning of episode 36? I don't know. But yeah, that's way too early for that, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm not a show expert. What do you guys think? Was that too early? Should it have been built up more? I think it should have been built up more. Anyway, the others are going through, obviously trying to find the Phoenix's original body, which makes me wonder, what are they going to do when they find his original body? I mean, the only way that would actually help in the long run is if the Phoenix's mystery disc is close to that. Heck, what I don't get is why doesn't she ask the stone when she's using it, is to show them the Phoenix's mystery disc instead of just showing them, or instead of asking for essentially a mystery disc. That makes no sense. Why can't they just go and get the Phoenix's original mystery disc? Because they just have to ask for it specifically, like when Mu asked to find his original body. That doesn't really make much sense. Because all throughout this show, they've used that stone looking for the Phoenix and finding just random mystery discs. I don't get it. Anyway, they end up on a snowy mountain, and it's getting late and cold, and everybody's tired and cold, and they find a village, and nobody is letting them in. And at first, when they said that this is like the third house they tried, I was thinking maybe nobody's in the village? Maybe that's why? But then it shows the people inside, and I'm like, oh, they're just not letting them in. And the little girl in the family that they're showing is wanting to let these people in because, it's cold out, and they'd freeze to death if they didn't. But everybody is adamant to not do that because apparently this is, dang it, what was it called? Ogre Night? Where apparently an ogre will come and kidnap children on this night if they venture out, and that's why nobody leaves the village or their houses. And they claim that a sun god, I don't even remember what the sun god's name is, will come and defeat the ogre, and she wants to meet the sun god. So, like the little girl that she is, little kid that she is, she stupidly goes out at night thinking that she sees the sun god when in fact she sees Mu flying off in his original body. And she ends up encountering him and, well, passes out of fear, obviously. And the others hear her scream and run off to find out what's going on. And they see all this, and, well, obviously you can bet your booty that, they are nowhere near strong enough to fight this guy. And, thankfully, before Mu can even do anything remotely bad enough to cause them to become lost discs, the sun comes up, and I was like, okay, for some reason the sun hurts him. And they claim it's due to his body not merging perfectly with his soul, or his body still trying to thaw out after all that time or something. I don't know, but yeah, he has to go back to where he originally was in order to avoid burning up in the sun. What is he, like a vampire? Anyway, yeah, I'll get to work on either recording today, or I'll probably record this week, because I have, as far as my schedule goes, I have all days off this week except for today, which is stupid. Though that can change, obviously. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.